Hello, people. It is May 2023. I am halfway through my chemo treatment, third round in 5 years, and just had a CT scan last week. My tumors are shrinking, so the treatment is working. Um, you know, Nearly killing me in the meantime, but it's working. So we're going with that. It's been a little bit trying for me this time around, as it was last time around, but my faith gets tested every single time, and I don't always handle it well, and I don't always do the right thing, but I am working on it. As I like to say, I am a Christian in training, like the rest of us, right? So this week I actually have treatment on Thursday instead of Friday. This particular plan has been, I've been going on Fridays. 2 Fridays in a row and I get a week off, then 2 Fridays in a row and I get a week off. So tomorrow is my start of the 2 Fridays. And the reason I'm going on Thursday is because I have to be admitted to the hospital this time because I had a reaction to the treatment 2 weeks ago. Not cool. Everything worked out fine. The nurses were fantastic in the chemo lounge. They knew exactly what to do. They got me all fixed up. They stopped my treatment, shot me full of steroids and a bunch of IV fluids, and I started to calm down, and blood pressure regulated, heartbeat regulated. It was a little bit nerve-wracking for a moment, but they totally handled it and sent me home, and I've been fine. However, because of that, now I have to be admitted versus go to the chemo lounge because they want to make sure if I have a reaction again, there's a team there to do whatever needs to be done. Apparently, when you hit the halfway point with this concoction of drugs that I'm on, the third, fourth, and fifth apparently can be the worst treatments. So last one was my 3rd round. This will be my 4th round. So we're hoping that, all goes well. If it doesn't and I have another reaction, then I have to stay overnight in the hospital. Not what I wanted to hear. Again, I was really irritated about it. I do not want to go to the hospital. I am perfectly fine and happy in the chemo lounge. But my oncologist says otherwise, and I suppose, I'm under her direct orders, so we're going to the hospital. I was not even very nice about it when I found out. Of course I had 20 questions and they were great about answering my questions. I do have a fantastic oncologist and I should probably be a whole lot nicer than I am, working on that. But one of the things I read recently was stepping out in faith, in my one daily devotional, which I try to do every day. Sometimes I skip a day or 2 here and there, and then I play catch up, but whatever. This one was from May 2nd, and it says, trusting Jesus. Let me start right here. It says, we must leave our schedules and plans behind and embrace the uncertainty. So coming into this 3rd round here in 5 years really irritated me. I really, really hoped to make it past this damn 2-year mark where I seem to constantly be, treatment again. It's been 2 years, time for treatment again. So at this point, I don't even have a 5-year plan anymore. How you kind of go over your life and you see where you're at and you're like, I've come this far. Let's see, what can I do in the next 5 years? Or, whatever. You've been talking about a 5-year plan since you were in 9th grade. I don't anymore. I just don't, because I have no idea in 5 years where I'm going to be, what's going to be happening. I feel like right now, all I can do is a 2-year plan and hope for the best. And it's really irritating. I don't want just a 2-year plan. So this really struck me. We must leave our schedules and plans behind and embrace the uncertainty. So, I've had all these questions like, well, do I still make a 5-year plan? Do I still, look at the future? Do I not? Do I just live in the moment and one day at a time, which I do say a lot. But it's hard to just live in the moment because you want to look forward to something. You want to have goals. You want to set goals and accomplish them. And You know, work on things like that with your family. Like I do that with my kids. What do you see in 5 years? Where do you want to be in 6 months? What projects are you working on? Let's prioritize and, and get one of them finished, and which one is most important to you, and so on and so forth. And some days I feel like I can't do that. Like I just get totally stumped. However, trusting Jesus, we step into the future not knowing how it will end. His presence with us will make all the difference. Not knowing how it will end, I think, scares me the most. Now, mind you, none of us know how it's going to end, right? Just because I have cancer doesn't make me any different from the dude next to me that doesn't have cancer or any other illness or issue or disease. But when you are faced with something that you know can end your life in an instant, you just look at things different, right? And how am I supposed to embrace the uncertainty? I don't know. Like there's days where I don't know how to do that. So I'm in a learning process right now of leaving my schedules and my plans behind and embracing the uncertainty. Obviously, I'm still going to move forward. I'm still going to, think about what's going to happen this year or in 6 months or, whatever. My husband and I will still go over things that we want to do, we want to accomplish. We'll do that with the kids and whatnot, but it doesn't have the same effect. It doesn't have the same significance. It doesn't feel like, and it should. So trusting Jesus is something I need to be able to do more. And knowing that his presence with me will make all the difference. And it really does. And I don't know how to explain that. And that's just part of faith. It's stepping out in faith. Faith is something that you can't see, you can't touch it, you can't feel it, but you believe it, right? I absolutely believe it. I believe in his presence. I believe in his presence with me, and that it does make all the difference. 5 years ago when I was diagnosed, I was so riddled with tumors that I really probably shouldn't have survived. But without him helping me get through it, knowing that without my faith and being able to lean on him and rely on him, I don't know if I would have made it. Honest to God, I don't know if I would have made it. I had the right oncologist, and that was a fluke. Well, I say it was a fluke, but it wasn't a fluke. God knew exactly what he was doing. She was the right oncologist to do what she needed to do to get rid of everything that she could while they operated on me. My surgery was supposed to be 3 hours. It lasted 7.5 because she kept digging. Like she was panning for gold trying to find those tumors, and she did a fantastic job. Now, I carry the BRCA1 gene, BRCA1 positive gene on my DNA. Look it up if you want to know what it is, but it is the breast cancer gene. And because of that mutation, I will always have tumors. And she did absolutely everything she could do to get rid of everything that was inside of me. But the microscopic ones that you couldn't see, the ones that were super, super tiny, they're just there. They're going to be there. And it's something that I'm just going to have to fight, for the duration, apparently. Do I believe God can cure me? Absolutely. Is it in his will to do so? I have no idea. But in the meantime, I just have to know and have faith that his presence with me will make all the difference. And that is what's going to work for me. And I just want to share that with you guys, because no matter what you're going through, whether you have an illness, a disease, you're depressed, you're diabetic, you have Crohn's, you have, thyroid issues, whatever your case may be, his presence with you can make all the difference. He is someone you can lean on. He is someone you can just lay it all out to, and you can find that peace and that hope and that faithfulness to know that you're going to get through it, however long you have to be here. So that's my thing today. I will be admitted to the hospital tomorrow, a little bit unwillingly. and I am hoping very much so that I can come home tomorrow night. And if not, it will be Friday morning, and it will be what it will be. So 3 more rounds to go on this particular treatment cycle. I have 6 chemo appointments left. I am halfway to the finish line, and that really is what's keeping me going, because honest to God, chemo sucks. So any of y'all going through it, we got this. We're going to get through it. We're going to get to the other side. And any of y'all just wondering how the hell you're going to make it through whatever it is you're going through, have some faith, because God is right there. Jesus is waiting. And as a friend of mine said yesterday, if you have accepted Christ into your life, he is literally inside you, sitting right next to you. Like, the way she said it yesterday was so profound to me that you're right. No matter what I'm doing, where I'm at, what's going on, he is literally like right next to me. You could imagine, those stupid cartoons where you've got, God and the devil on one side. What do I do? What do I do? Well, forget the whole devil part, but Jesus is always right there. Like, literally, legitimately, always right there. And if you just try to focus on that and remember that and acknowledge that, you're good. You'll make it. So, have a fantastic day, everybody. And until next time, have fun. Enjoy life. Embrace it. And have faith.